here we come to an extremely important yesod in Yahadif. How long does a cotton have to live on this world to be zeicha to Olam Haba? One of them says, as soon as a child is born in this world, even if he dies right away, he is already zeicha to Olam Haba. And one man, the Yama says, when the child starts talking, from that point on, he would be zeicha to Olam Haba. As soon as the child is born, he is zeicha to Olam Haba. Because the pasuk says, declare the righteousness liam noilad, just for being born. The child has to start talking. His children serve him. When they start talking, when they start davening, that is when they are zeicha to Olam Haba. Now once again, Rashi maintains the Olam Haba that we are referring to here means Tchias HaMeisim. The Neshama is in Olam Haba regardless, even before he comes down to this world. We are talking about how long a child has to live on this world to be zeicha to Tchias HaMeisim. We have so far seen two shittas. One shitta just for being born, he is zeicha to Tchias HaMeisim. On the contrary, if he dies right away, he never had a chance to be chayte. One shitta is when the child starts talking, when the child starts davening. From the time of conception. Even if the woman has a miscarriage, that child is zeicha to Olam Haba. Because the pasuk says, Zera Yavdenu. Rashi points out the Gemara in Ksubis, the velocity Yikumin, that's Mabin Afalim. So even a Falim that never saw the light of life, B'chlal, if they were conceived, if they were in their mother's womb, they are zeicha to Echel Kol Olam Haba. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says, Mishasha Nimal. From the bris milah on, that is when a child would be zeicha to Tchias HaMeisim, even if he died right afterwards. Because the pasuk says, Ani ani v'goyzeya. Gezi is a type of misa described only for tzaddikim that are zeicha to Tchias HaMeisim. Explains Rashi, because minayah, from when I was very young, the sasya nachal funa, I experienced the pachet of the bris, and with that schos, the child is zeicha to Tchias HaMeisim. The Achrenim points out that this is the makar of the minig in a cotton shemeis koydem mila, that the Chevah Kedisha is mal the child al kivroi. The Ranamite cotton brings a zoya that there is a concept of malachi yasharis, which are malin tanakias that died before mila. And the Sefer Magoros Yam calls the lashon of Rav Nachshon Gaon, who also brings the Chevah Kedisha should be mala a child if he died before the mila, and also a child should get a name. The Beis Yosef brings b'shem Rebbeinu Hagishuni the Kishamal and al kivroi. The name the child should receive is Gershon. That's al tisayid. The Azura also brings this, that one should be mala the child, the nafel, before the kfula, and also he should get a name. The lashon of the Azura, and the yichya b'tchias HaMeisim. The reason that even the nefalim, and incidentally the halacha is both in regard to male or female nefalim, they do get a name because this is in preparation for tchias HaMeisim. The Gemara tells us here clearly, although they never saw the light of life in this world, they will stand up with tchias HaMeisim. The chidah is marach on the previous shita, Ravina's shita, that the child is zeicha to tchias HaMeisim from the time of conception, even though there was a miscarriage right away at the beginning of the pregnancy. That child is still zeicha to tchias HaMeisim. Now, in essence, the chidah in his Sefer Midbar Kademas, Merechas Zayin, Oisdal, takes this a step further. Quoting the Zohar, he explains that even before conception, there was a concept of being mamshach and neshama for tchias HaMeisim. This is his lashon. Li'olam yikayim adam mitzvahs ayna, quoting Reb Shimon in the Zohar, Bizugasi l'shem shemayim, even though she is chas v'shalom in a kara or is a kena, einam holchim le'ibud, nothing is lost. Ela Hashem mitzvah l'malach hamamuna, that the Rebbeinu Shalom commands the special malach that is designated for this. Sheyishmereim, he should watch over the zera liyasid lavai. The yeh l'chol echad guf, the yeh lo'ibanim rabim, kol sheyechayshev ha'adam sheyeholchem le'ibud. If a person thinks that all is for nil, shloihaisa ishtay misaderes, if the wife never became a yuberes, liyasid lavai, when tchias HaMeisim comes, kilam yeh lo'ibanim, the people that meant it l'shem shemayim will all have banim and banais, and the yakir kol echad aviv, each one is going to recognize his father. That is from the Zohar, quoted again by the Chida in his Sefer Midbar Kademas, Merechas Zayin Oisdalid, and he also discusses it in his Chidushim to Masechtas Saita in his Sefer Pesach Hanayim at the beginning of the first parak. The Gemara Masechtas Saita says, Amram Gadol Hadar Haya. Moshe Rabbeinu's father Amram was a Gadol Hadar. Kimin Shagazer Pari Alav Ben Hayoret Hayoret Hashlachiu, that all children should be tossed into the water. Amri said, L'shavanu Amela. Amr the Gilish Sishli divorced his wife, and everybody followed suit. So his daughter says, said to him, Abba kasha gezerascha yaisa mishal para. Your gezer is even worse than Paris. He only stopped them from being born on this world. He said they should be killed as soon as they are born. But v'yata bi olam hazeh and ubi olam haba. The Rashi's Mepharsh over there in Saita, the Pari was only guided that the children should be killed. However, as long as the child is nizra, as long as the child is conceived, and according to the Zohar, even before that stage,
2 in the
if
afternoon.
ish they are together, b'kedusha v'tahara, if we see it or not, there is a concept of children being born. And with Chiyas HaMesim, the Zohar says suddenly there are going to be children that are going to recognize their parents. But the pure cheshbon, Miriam Tainid, because you are scared of the Gzeira of Kol Aben HaYulat HaYoret HaShlachi, where therefore you were megarish your wife and everyone follows suit. You are worse than Parai, because you are robbing these neshamas the opportunity of Chiyas HaMesim, which will be the permanent life. Atzak Gezarta B'Yaram Hazeh and B'Yaram Haba. Because if they aren't born, if the people divorce their wives, they won't merit this concept. The Moshe discusses this in the Yigris Moshe as a nechama to one individual who had a serious problem, and he explained to him that Chas v'Shalom there's no welcome for years, there is a cheshbon and a shemayim, and one should not think Chas v'Shalom that if a woman goes through a difficult pregnancy, and then there was a miscarriage, that all was for nothing. There are great concepts over here. We don't know what the cheshbon is mo'mayla. If you do the famous marshal from the Chavetz Chaim of the person that once came into a besmedrash, and he started screaming at the Gabbai, and he said, what do you mean you're giving that person with a black beard an aliyah? What about all these people on the Mizrachland? They all have white beards. Why don't you give them aliyahs? And the Gabbai said, I beg your pardon. You just walked into this besmedrash. You don't even know what aliyah we're up to. If we're up to Shlishi or Shvi, you don't know who has yard side. You don't know who just got an aliyah beforehand. You don't know who this person is. How can you come in and start having kindness? If you were here, if you were in this besmedrash, if you knew what was happening before and afterwards, you can challenge my judgment on who to give an aliyah to. We are the same way. What do we know, says the Chavetz Chaim? Do we know why we were sent down to this world? How many times we were on this world beforehand? What we have to accomplish on this world? Why we have to go through the experiences of life? This whole life that we have is so little. We don't know what is before and what is after. So how is it shaykh to have kindness to the Rebbeinu Shalom, who has the whole master plan from beginning to end? There are many mysteries to life. Given our narrow view of what we can see, of course there'll be mysteries. But we have the Tachan in the Rebbeinu Shalom, which to him, there are no mysteries. The same is true for little children that are born and never see the light of life. The same is true for the Aseret HaShvatim. There are so many different shittas. Where the Aseret HaShvatim are, what happened to them. There are the Chazalim about the special river that's in Batya, and they are behind there. The special river that tosses rocks all week long except for Shabbos. Previously in this page we saw the Machlokes if they were exiled to Africa or to Madai or to India. There are many stories throughout the ages. The Ben Ish Chai writes about encounters of people with the Aseret HaShvatim. On the other hand, Yirmiyah took many of them into the other two Shvatim. Many of the Aseret HaShvatim are amongst us. There are many mysteries. Ultimately, we will understand everything. Liyasud Lovi and Yecheskel, where the Nachlas of Eretz Yisrael are divided for the third time, everything is clear. There is a Nachlas there for the Aseret HaShvatim as well. There may be no shame it will be missing from Klal Yisrael. As far as our lives are concerned, we are drafted to spend a couple of years in this world. We don't know what the master plan is. But there is a cheshbon, and nothing that a Yid does L'Shem Shemayim is wasted. What in our eyes is death is really Chiyas HaMesim, is really the greatest opportunity for the cleanest and most purest life that can ever be. Tana Meshim Meir, here we see another shita.